If the Lord can look down and make these words soak into you, then this will all have been worth it, Chase. This will all be worth it. Life is about what you get defined as. And when it's all done at the end, maybe you're 90 years old, and you think back of how you are defined, let me promise all 10 of you, regardless of what you do in life, that you're never going to be defined by the bunt or the strikeout or the home run, Sam. But the grand, that's really not going to define who you were. It's on your tombstone, it's not going to read hit grand slam home run to win Little League. But in that little dash between the dates, born and gone, in that dash, that event is in your life. But let me promise you, what you're going to be defined as is, what kind of person are you? How friendly are you to people? Do you bring a positive attitude to what you do? Are you a good brother? Are you a good son? How do you treat your parents? And then as you get older, how do you treat people around you, and what kind of father and husband are you? Define yourself by your conduct, because you can totally control that conduct and your attitude. And Jimmy Bullard played back in 94-3 with me. I guarantee you that the night he walked off that field at Sunset Park, he held his hands up and said, man, this is going to really be a great, great thing in my life. And I hope it is, but it is not what defines him. What defines you is right there. It is right there. And Lord have mercy. I mean, all of us adults that are standing there, we're thinking to ourselves, boy, I know that. But it's so hard to get you young men to understand that. Last thing I'm going to say is, 11, who's 13, Alex? Who's 11?
Me.
Who's 12?
Not me.
Last thing I'm going to say, then I'm going to my car. As you get older now, especially you at 13 and you 12-year-olds, you're going to have choices put in front of you. Many, many choices. Do I do this or I do that? Do I say these words or do I not? Do I touch this or do I not? Do I drink this? Do I do this? Everybody around you is going to want to say, he's special, let me bring him down to my level. So everybody who can't deal with temptations and things, and there you are, Aaron, fighting off those temptations, their whole goal is going to be, I want to bring him down to my level. So constantly, people are going to be saying, come do this with me. Come over here and take this, say this, act like this, use this language, use these terrible words, speak ugly to women, treat women like they're terrible. All that's going to be, that's just going to be pushed in your face. And all you've got to do is say, listen, that is not me. That is not who I am. Because, guys, as cool as you think it is, when you get grown and look back on it, those minutes that you spend making bad choices are going to make you sad. If I could undo the clock and get my bad choices back, my gosh, I would do anything to do them. But you don't live life in the rearview mirror. You got to live it going forward. So here's what I told Jimmy Bullard, and here's what I'm telling all of y'all. I always say this as I leave. If any of the 10 of you, for the rest of your life, ever find yourself somewhere, and you know you wish you weren't there. Sam, you know I wish I had not gotten in that car and gone where I am, today, tonight, wherever. But if I call my house and I tell my mom and dad, let me tell you where I am, come get me, they're going to be really upset, and they're going to be mad at me, and they're going to feel like I failed. So I don't want to do that. Call me. Call me. I can be found. I will promise you, you can find me. Rocky Mount, Wilmington, whatever. Call directory assistance. Call me on the phone. Even if you're in college. Wherever you are, Foster, wherever you are, I will come get you. I will get in my car. I will come wherever you are, and I will get you, and I'll take you back home. And you won't ever have to talk about it again. We'll never discuss it again. Get in a bad place, you never have to say, man, I'm just destined. This is a disaster I can't get out of. Call Norman. Call me on the phone. You can't imagine how many times you think that in my 25 years, Al, I've had that taken up on me. People at the middle of the night, Norman, you told me to call you. Somebody in here will call me. Oh, it's impossible that you're not. Yeah, you got to call me. Because I don't ever want you wonderful young men to ever feel that you're backed in a corner, Thomas, and you can't get out of the problem. Just call me on the phone, and I will be there. Okay? Is that a deal? So now you don't have to panic. Okay? I love you. I love you, I love you, love you. Yes, sir. I'll get you. I'll get you. I'll arrange to get you. This, I'll get you. Yeah, now, you know what? I know your mamas and daddies are going to say he means that some way as a metaphor. I mean, I will arrange for you to get away from where you are. So don't worry about, well, I understand he's here or there. Can't call Norman. Yes, you can. And if you need to find my number, call me. Just stay in touch with me like Brooks Dowdy does and the rest of the group. This team is certainly not anywhere like we are if it's not for Randall and for Scott and for Steve and for Sam, the coaches back here. You guys